What's up, you guys? Welcome back into iHeartRadio's official wrestling podcast, the Battleground Podcast. It is Battle from 95.7 Big FM, Milwaukee's best variety of the 80s and 90s. And as you know, WWE Monday Night Raw returns to Milwaukee this Monday night at the Fiserv Forum. You can still grab tickets, very few left, Ticketmaster.com or WWE.com. And today on the show, we got a guy that wears many hats inside and outside the ring, and today he has a special hat on because it is his birthday today. Xavier Woods joins the show. Sir,
yes,
happy
I do.
birthday.
Thank you very much. The pleasure is all yours, and I am very happy for you to get the opportunity to speak to me, and you're going to enjoy this a lot. So let's get started.
I'm very excited. First and foremost, let me ask, how's the neck doing? I know your doctor said that you could take it off for a couple hours a day. Obviously, We're not in that couple of hours where you could take it off. How's the neck?
My neck is feeling terrible. I don't know if you watched Raw this past Monday night, but I was forced to wrestle. Even though my neck is injured, I had to take my neck brace off during the commercial break because the referee was accosting me about wearing it as it was an illegal tool in the ring that I was not allowed to have. But then Penta jumped off of Ivar's back and somehow attached his body to mine into an incredible Mexican destroyer that has only injured my neck even more. So now I don't know where we even are in the recovery process at this point, because Adam Pearce refuses. He absolutely refuses to ban this maneuver, but he bans it when it happens to Cody. He bans it. It gets banned when it happens to Randy, but not me, not the 21-year vet, not the 15-year company guy, not the guy who delivers every single time he's out there. We just don't care what happens to Woods. I wonder why. Oh, because he doesn't want to give us a rematch for the tag team championships. Doesn't want to give me a match for the IC title. I should have been IC champ years ago.
You should have. We were advocating for that on this show before, and it's a shame that they have mistreated a former king of the ring the way they have been. Not fair at all for Xavier Woods. Now, I do want to ask you this because a lot of fans have watched the show, watched the documentary on Netflix. You know, WWE, Netflix, Unreal has got everyone talking. It's kind of pulling the curtain back more than ever. Do you think something like this helps evolve the business or maybe chips away the magic wrestling thrives on? Because it doesn't seem like kayfabe is really much of a thing anymore.
This is a heavy question that I will answer as best I can. I love magic. I love David Blaine, what's his name, Copperfield, all these things. I don't want to know how the tricks are done, so I don't go searching for information on how the tricks are done. If I want to know how the tricks are done, then I will go find out how the tricks are done. But I will not complain about now knowing how the tricks are done after I've looked up the information of how the tricks are done.
It's a solid answer. I dig it. Monday Night Raw, Milwaukee this Monday night, Fiserv Forum. You can still buy your tickets, WWE.com, Ticketmaster.com. Now, I got to say, when it comes to Xavier Woods, you've always been ahead of the curve with blending wrestling and, of course, the digital culture, especially with Up, Up, Down, Down, and among other things that you've done outside of wrestling. Has fan engagement online changed how you connect with audiences in the ring?
I don't know if it's changed how I engage or how fan engagement has come about. I will say that sometimes things occur on the internet that then definitely don't translate to inside the arenas, because in the arenas, it's a very different experience. The energy is palpable. You can damn near taste it sometimes, which is disgusting because people should wear more deodorant. Like we were in France, it smelled horrible in that place. But it is cool to see people having a voice online, people that might not live near other people that also love wrestling, people that might find people who love wrestlers who might not be really on the scene yet, and finding somebody across the world who also loves this wrestler and being able to bond with them. So it is great seeing people be able to bond about things they might not find, what do you say, bonding friends with otherwise. So engagement for me is talking to the audience that I know is listening online. So for me, it's people who will say, people who know ball, people who understand that I've been wrestling for 21 years. I started on the independents in South Georgia. I then got into TNA before I graduated college. I then went to New Japan. I then came to WWE. So I've got a very long career where I'm very proud of the things that I've been able to accomplish. And so I talk to those people because those people are the ones that I know have been rocking with me. Those are the people that I know understand video games. They understand movies, pop culture. So I might say something on television that the world, as the masses, might not understand. But the people that know me know that this is a reference from the movie White Chicks. This is a
Right.
reference from the game Fallout. And so I'm talking to those people because that's who I wish would have been talking to me while I was wrestling. There wasn't anybody like me when I was growing up watching this show. There were a million incredible characters, but there wasn't anybody who I felt spoke to me as a nerdy kid who was getting yelled at in school for reading too many comic books or playing too many video games. And so with the amount of characters that we have on the show, there's someone for everybody, and I'm very proud to be that representative for those people. So a long-winded way to say it doesn't change the way that I necessarily engage with fans, but I do enjoy having a space specifically for those fans who want more of me or want more of Braun Breaker or want more of Rhea Ripley. It's nice to have that set up as in tandem with being able to perform in the ring, in the stadiums, and tell people that their signs are trash and rip them up and tell them to shut up because they're being disrespectful to me.
Or, throwing their cell phones down when they're trying to get a selfie.
Well, the thing is, this is a very interesting thing we can talk about. You spoke about Unreal, this show. Great show, Netflix. If you want to watch it, by all means, engage with all of it. A bunch of people in the comments on this this video of me taking the cell phone. Oh, this is a plant. This is no. Sorry to break it to you guys. That's somebody who broke the rules. Somebody in my line of thinking, ever since I began professional wrestling, I was always told if someone crosses the barrier, that's now a problem because you don't know what they can do. You don't know what they've got on them. And so I think about a wrestling show like a roller coaster. What do they tell you right when you get on? Keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times because something out there might want you more than you want it. So I see that arm come across the barrier with a cell phone, with a sign, with a pen. That now belongs to me. I don't know you. You don't know me. You haven't been put there by anybody. You paid your hard-earned money for this seat, and now you want to throw that money away by putting a cell phone in my face? No. We're gonna toss that on the ground because it's now you disrespected me, and I need the world to understand they got to stop doing this, or they're gonna get their stuff taken.
Exactly. Let it be a lesson. When you see Xavier and Kofi walking down to the ring, keep your hands behind the barricade. It's kind of, like you said, a roller coaster, arms and hands and feet and everything inside the ride. So
this is crazy to me too. Someone will see me take a sign. They'll see me take a pin. They'll see me destroy something of someone's, and then they'll still have it on the other side of the barrier. At this point, fool me once, shame on me. Or shame on you, right? Fool me twice, fool me 300 times, fool me for the duration of a full wrestling theme song. I can't be blamed for that. I can't be blamed for that.
Exactly. Xavier Woods is our guest on the show with us right now. So you mentioned about the journey that you had starting from, beginning early days at the independence to where you're at now. I will tell you, as a fan of yours for a very long time, I remember you as Consequences Creed from TNA. Oh, yeah. Now that WWE has this partnership and they've opened the door with TNA, by chance, one night only, they ask you to bring the red, white, and blue trunks back. Are you open to this for one night only?
So this is a sore subject because at WrestleMania in Philly, that year prior, Carl Weathers passed, and that was my inspiration, Apollo Creed. And so I wore an updated version of the Consequences Creed gear and more mixed with Xavier Woods, and that was me retiring the fit. So the only way that I would bring it back for one night only would be if there was a TNA show where we had a 6-sided ring.
Okay.
That is what I have been begging for. But also I would need a very high dollar amount because the things, let me, this is going to take a second. This is going to take a second. when you really go back and look through the history books, I am the first homegrown TNA talent to find true success in WWE. When you break that down, that means that I am the one who washed the stink off of TNA and made it acceptable for us to cross over to WWE. That is why AJ Styles is now here. That's why Petey Williams has a job here. Robert Roode has a job here. That's why Samoa Joe got to come here for a little while. That's why so many people that were in TNA now have the ability to experience WrestleMania. That's literally because of me. Without me coming over and showing that TNA was cooking up real stars, none of them would be here. And so I need an entrance where people are throwing candies and rose petals at my feet because the homegrown successful talent has finally come home. People want to say, oh, AJ Styles. Yes, AJ is very good. He's incredible. One of the best. He's one of the reasons that I got into TNA in the first place. But I still did this first. I'm still the one. I'm still the man. And so we're going to acknowledge that first and foremost before I put on any sort of red, white, and blue and get inside of any sort of six-sided ring.
Exactly. And I know people on the internet, they want to try to, say that you weren't the first and it was R-Truth. But if we really want to go back to it, R-Truth was in WWE and then he got released, then went to TNA and then came back. You were TNA original, then came to WWE.
Exactly. And that's what I try to explain to people. But these new booty wrestling fans want to do a quick Google search and think that they know everything about wrestling. Be like, bro, you've been here long enough for a cup of coffee. The amount of time that I have been a professional wrestler now has the ability to drink 21 years. What are these kids talking about? Oh, well, I heard on TikTok that this and this, and you really suck at wrestling. What are you talking about? What do you get off your phone, get out of your bedroom, get in front of the sun and go do something, experience life a little bit like I have. Fired me up. My neck hurts now.
Sorry. We gotta calm things down here so we don't injure the neck even more.
Yeah.
I know our time is coming up here towards the end, and I got one more question for you before we let you go, especially with today being your birthday and everything else. WWE feels like it's on the edge of a much bigger shift than before. New leadership, new platforms, a changing fan base, partnership with other companies that we thought we'd never see. What excites you the most about where WWE is heading right now?
I'd have to say the thing that excites me most about where WWE is heading now is showing the world that what we do is not a joke. What we do as professional wrestlers, we tell stories that people want to hear, that people genuinely want to experience. Play is something that's very important for children to learn how to understand human interaction, how to understand situations that they might not yet have the chance to be a part of. Movies are very important for storytelling, character development, understanding things that you might not get the chance to understand by not yet being in that situation. Professional wrestling is something that occurs 52 weeks a year, not a 12 episode run and then you got to wait 6 years. Like it's not Game of Thrones. We're not coming at you every couple of years. We're coming at you every single week. Multiple companies, multiple different types of people from across the world, and we are able to tell stories that are meaningful to people, that really help people understand friendship, conflict, so many different things. And I love that, let's say specifically Hollywood is starting to understand that this is not what they thought it was. It's not, it doesn't have this stink on it anymore where it feels like, oh, wrestling, that fake stuff. Like, no, this is not fake. This is the complete opposite. This is one of the realest forms of entertainment that you could ever experience, coming to this live performance. And I've seen grown men crying at wrestling shows due to the emotion that they're feeling from these performers in the ring. Just last week, I had little children letting out all the rage that they've ever had in their bodies, focused at me and getting it out. That's cathartic for them. It's cathartic for me being able to yell at people and tell them to shut the hell up. This is the greatest tribe on the face of the planet. To be a wrestling fan, you're so lucky. I'm so lucky to be a fan. I'm so lucky to be a professional wrestler. and the direction it's going, it's only growing and getting bigger and becoming more of a thing in pop culture. And I love that. I love that for everybody who's getting to touch wrestling for the first time. I love that for everybody who's loved wrestling all their lives. I love that so much for our entire tribe. You're going to get me all choked up. I'm supposed to be.
We don't want that to happen. We don't need you to get choked up and injure your neck any more. But we're gonna wrap things up. I just want to say thank you for coming back on the show today. It's an honor and a privilege to have you on. And once again, happy birthday, Xavier Woods.
Thank you very much. You know what? I'm sad this one is ending. I'm actually enjoying this interview. Maybe
we'll have to do it again sometime soon.
You know what? I'd love that. You know what? Regardless what they say about you, you're not that bad.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. Hopefully, now that this is a little in the wrestling business, a rub, so maybe this will help me get over eventually.
Fingers crossed for you, kid.